Old media ecosystem is collapsing like a presidential palace in Tehran. When CNN was the gatekeeper, no one could challenge the narrative. They wrote the story. Anderson put on his apron and served it to the public. But now we're quickly blowing holes in it like Bud Light cans stacked in Kid Rock's backyard. And you can thank Musk for buying Twitter. Remember the old line, a lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is still putting on its boots? Now the lie barely gets out of bed before we put a boot up its ass.
You've got to love that. Those news organizations up above me, I don't know which one's the worst. Somebody said ABC was the worst. You could be right because that's terrestrial TV. CBS, I want to say CIA broadcasting system. ABC, anything but consciousness. NBC, CNN, MS Now, New York Slimes, Washington Compost. I don't know which one's the worst. They're all pitiful. We've got a lot of information coming out now, and I did a video about this last night. This is something you should really be worried about if you're not aware. California could very well be the next Pearl Harbor. The Iranian regime they've got these drones that only cost $20,000 to $50,000 to make. They're about 11 feet long. They have a 2,500-mile radius of how far that they can travel. This is real, ladies and gentlemen. This is real. If they get a boat with some of these drones on there in between Hawaii off the coast of California, 2,500 kilometers is not very far. And I believe they're working in partnership with the cartels.
Warning of an alleged Iranian surprise drone attack plot on a target in California in retaliation for the U.S. strikes on Iran.
Mark Meredith joins us live from Washington with all the details. Hi, Mark.
Carly and Todd, good to see you both. American cities coast to coast remain on alert for any potential terror attacks amid the war with Iran. And there is a particular concern in California where officials are on the lookout for any potential drone attacks. For years, Iran has relied on drones to carry out deadly airstrikes across the Middle East. Today, those concerns, a similar attack could be launched off U.S. shores. There was a bulletin issued a week ago, but it was not released publicly at first, which says we recently acquired information that as of early February of this year, Iran allegedly aspired to conduct a surprise attack using unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs.
This is the new war. This is how battles are fought right now. It is a piece of metal flying in the sky, some fiberglass, got an engine on it. You've got people sitting thousands of miles away driving it, just like the video game, the first-person shooters. They've got the little goggles on. And this is Japan 2.0 with the kamikaze pilots, except there's no actual pilot on the drone. And they can just pump these things out. And I believe you could very well see something. This is real. This is absolutely real. This is video game warfare. It's pitiful, but it's happening.
From an unidentified vessel off the coast of the U.S. homeland, specifically against unspecified targets in California, in the event that the U.S. conducted strikes against Iran. We have no additional information on the timing, method, target, or perpetrators of this alleged attack. President Trump, he too was asked about this possibility on Wednesday.
Being investigated, but you have a lot of things happening, and all we can do is take them as they come. And the war itself is being prosecuted as well as anybody has ever seen. And this is other countries telling me too. Big countries, powerful countries. They said they've never seen anything like it.
The L.A. County Sheriff's Office also weighing in on this, saying in light of global events, the department remains at an elevated level of readiness and is maintaining increased vigilance as we continue to protect our residents of Los Angeles County. We're also hearing from the Democratic governor of...
How long do you think it'll take before Democrats start wearing Iranian drones on their T-shirts? It won't take long. Somebody said off the coast of California. If you really believe that the United States Navy, the United States military doesn't know where these ships are, I think you're underestimating our capabilities. But I will say this, and I've got some information that should, well, I'm going to let this clip play, and then I'm going to show you something that you should really ask a couple of questions about.
California, Gavin Newsom says he's in constant coordination with his emergency team to monitor potential threats to California, including those tied to the conflict in the Middle East. While we are not aware of any imminent threats at this time, we remain prepared for any emergency in our state. And while federal and state officials this morning are downplaying the risk of a surprise attack, there are still concerns for a sleeper cell attack somewhere in the U.S. and, of course, as Trey was just mentioning, throughout the Middle East. Todd and Carly?
There certainly are.
Sleeper cells. That's the big one. We know they're here. We know how they got here. We know who allowed them in. They are well trained. They've got all the equipment. They're well funded. They're probably being subsidized by the cartels. The old adage, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I could easily believe that. I wouldn't put it past some of the Democrats knowing about this and allowing it to happen. They would probably sacrifice real American lives to allow the Trump organization, the Trump cabinet, to look bad. I don't believe a Democrat would actually report a real threat against America right now at all. And the same people that are out at these colleges protesting for the Palestinian Liberation Organization, I believe it's called the PLO. I believe that they are complicit in this whole damn thing.
Are those concerns? Mark Meredith, live for us in Washington. Mark, thank you. Let's bring in decorated Navy Top Gun graduate, FA-18 fighter pilot, and founder of No Fallen Heroes Foundation, Matthew Wiz Buckley. Thank you so much for joining us. What should we know about this alert and the possibility of something like this actually happening?
Well, good morning, Carly. Always a possibility when you leave the southern border and wide open for the past 4 years. It's just an absolute disgrace. Not only wide open, but I remember Fox showing footage of the then Biden administration actually having forklifts lift up barbed wire that secured our border and letting people stream in. I had a buddy I flew Hornets with who, after
he says that, he absolutely nailed it. They lifted up barbed wire and let people come in. Greg Abbott, that was your National Guard. That was the Texas National Guard at the southern border. He's not lying. I don't care if you're from Texas. It's the damn truth. I feel my blood pressure going up right now.
after he got off active duty, he flew for Customs and Border Patrol. And he said, Wiz, you wouldn't believe how many prayer rugs and Korans we find in the desert. So these sleeper cells are in this country. They are active. On 9/11, we had terrorists sitting in first class or buy airline tickets. Why would they do that to get into this country when they can just walk in? It's an absolute disgrace. I strongly recommend everybody keep their head on a swivel. And it's not just a glib saying, if you see something, say something, because you might just save a life.
So it sounds like your concern is more the possibility of a lone wolf attack as opposed to something like this that we just found out about yesterday, about the possibility of a drone strike off the coast.
I believe we've already had a lone wolf attack. Austin, Texas, with the guy with the shirt on that said property of the snack bar. I believe we've already had that. I believe we already had it. I believe they're here. They're amongst us. You probably work with some of them. They are radicalized individuals. Think of the Boston bomber. Think of the two morons that just threw the smoke bomb at the white people in New York City. But apparently they were targeting Mamdani. Think about it. They're already here. They caught people coming through the southern border. One guy was on like 4 different watch lists. This is complicit. I'm going to show you this clip here. You need to watch this, because if you didn't think Iran was working with the cartels, you've got another thought coming. The cartels and Iran are working in conjunction. Let me show you this. Let me play this. Just buckle up. And I bet none of you knew this.
A lot of people don't realize the largest Iranian embassy in the world is in Mexico City. And the irony is Mexico doesn't do really any trade with Iran. And my understanding through contacts that I have is the Iranians in the Iranian embassy were coordinating with the cartels and with the Iranian consulate in New York City to bring subversive people into the United States. And as it progressed, before President Trump came into office, you had Iranian Quds Force from the Takovar division, I believe, coming into Bluefields, Nicaragua. They were being transported up into Mexico, and then they were being crossed by the cartels into the U.S.
The largest Iranian embassy in the world is in Mexico. Is that a coincidence? Is there anyone that believes in coincidences? Because if you do, if you believe in coincidences, there are only a few that I believe in. Number one, there's no coincidences in politics. Number two, there are no coincidences in warfare. There are no coincidences with the Iranian regime. And Mexico, next door neighbor, unfettered borders, open borders. Iran is just pumping these people into Mexico as fast as they could. All the ham sandwiches straight into Mexico so that they could come here. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. We are the enemy of the cartels. We are the enemy of everyone in Iran that wants to do stuff like that. Why would they not be working together? Think about it. I think it's so easy to see. I think it's very easy to figure out. This is the article here. Shocking intelligence expert warns Iranian Quds Force operatives are infiltrating the U.S. via Mexican cartels. Who doesn't really understand that right now? They're here, ladies and gentlemen. I listened to this whole episode. It didn't scare me. It just kind of confirmed what I already suspected. It's pitiful. And I blame Obama. I blame Biden. I blame Obama. I blame John Thune. I blame Mitch McConnell. I blame Thomas Massie. I blame Rand Paul. I blame probably 80% of the damn Democrat Party that will not vote to secure our border. And I'm going to take you back in time, back to when Scott Pelley didn't look as constipated. Here, he didn't look as constipated here. Barack Hussein Obama gifted our most sophisticated drone to Iran and then asked for it back. Fast forward to now, Iran is using sophisticated drones. Coincidence? I think not.
President Obama confirmed what we first reported here last Thursday. The aircraft captured by the Iranians earlier this month is, in fact, one of America's most sophisticated spy planes. The president was asked about it today.
We have asked for it back. We'll see how the Iranians respond.
In Iran, experts have been poring over the drone. Iranian TV claimed today that they've recovered data from the RQ-170 aircraft, and a top Iranian military official says they can now reproduce it, though U.S. experts doubt that.
Right. The U.S. experts doubt it. I'm glad Obama sent them a strongly worded, "We would like our toys back." I'm glad that he did that for us. Now, the Middle East is getting lit up with drone attacks, and Obama was the drone attacker in chief. More coincidences? I think not. How many billions of dollars were in that drone whenever he gave it to him? There's a lot of bad stuff happening right now. A lot of bad stuff, but this is real. If the liberal paradise gets attacked, California, will Democrats suddenly care? If the Hollywood sign was drone attacked, would Democrats suddenly care? If what do they call it, where they got all the little the boardwalk there, where they got all the Hollywood celebrities on the ground there, if that was actually attacked, would Democrats care then? I don't know if they would. I don't know what it would take for Democrats to actually care about America. Walk of Fame. That's it. Walk of Fame. Sorry. I'm not a celebrity person. I've met some famous people, but I've never really cared about them. I would much rather shake hands with a blue-collar dude that took care of his family and put some seeds in the ground. I value a farmer over any damn celebrity. But things are getting bad. And Iran is using these drones everywhere. They are lighting the Middle East up. All walk of shame. That's exactly what it should be called. Let's go here. This is Trump last night getting on the plane, I believe, headed to Kentucky or out of Kentucky. I'm not sure it really matters, but this is big.
They try to hit us back. Have you been briefed about how many Iran sleeper cells there could be inside the U.S. right now?
I have been, and a lot of people came in through Biden with this stupid open border. But we know where most of them are. We've got our eye on all of them, I think.
Is it dozens?
They came in through the open border policies of Sleepy Joe Biden, one of the worst president in the history of our country. And we've got our eyes on all of them. But the war itself is being prosecuted at a level that nobody's seen before.
So Trump's been briefed on the sleeper cells. I don't know. I really think they're already active. They would do anything to subvert what we're trying to do. And I think there's more of them here than we realize. And I'm going to go ahead and blame Biden and the Obama administration. Do you realize now how important it was for Biden, or let's just say the deep state, to interrupt Trump's 4 years? If Trump would have had 8 straight years, I believe we would have gotten rid of a lot of these problems before it metastasized into this giant Democrat pimple on the butthole of America right now. That damn sure seems like what it is. It has metastasized into something dangerous. Let me show you this. I found this clip here, and this should give you a little bit better of an idea of how these things work. Okay? Go here. Let me make sure the audio is good on this, because I think this is important.
They launched them.
Retired U.S. Vice Admiral Kevin Donegan has overseen operations in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Yemen.
You're seeing them used to hit hotels. You're seeing them used to hit oil infrastructure, gas infrastructure, and airports, right?
This is Iran's weapon of choice.
You see how many of them there were there? This is why the bunker busters are so important.
Right.
Look at all of them. Coming to a city near you. They just wheel them out on a little cart, probably a damn golf cart. Look at all of them. This is inside of a bunker in Iran. That's why the bunker busters are so important, so they can destroy these damn things.
This is Iran's weapon of choice, the Shahed 136. It costs about $20,000 to $50,000 to make. It's not an extremely complicated device. It uses GPS, it has an engine and a propeller. You may recognize the distinctive sound from videos like this attack on the capital of Bahrain. And with a range of up to 2,500 kilometers, a drone launched from Tehran could reach Mumbai or
Look at that. Look at the range of these things. This is scary as hell.
How do you defend such a large area with so many targets from this drone threat? Christopher Preble is with a global security think tank.
They are being intercepted by a range of things from the THAAD, Terminal High Altitude Air Defense System, Patriot batteries, which have been around for a long time.
And here we get to the math, the critical cost differential of shooting cheap drones out of the sky. Each Patriot missile costs $4 to $5 million.
Did you see that? $4 to $5 million for a Patriot missile to take out a $50,000 drone.
And the THAAD interceptors run at least $12 million. Meanwhile, Iran is reported to have thousands of drones with potentially more on the way.
They are.
Somebody do the math for me real quick. Obama gave the Iranians $6 billion. How many $50,000 drones could they have created? 6 billion, 50,000. That's a lot of zeros. I'm just going to say a buttload that they could have built. I mean, that's the real answer. And I believe the real solution is the guy that we've got in office right now. We've got to get to the source of these damn things. We've got to get there fast. I'm talking quick. Here we go. Here, let me show you what a drone just did here. Let's go here. This is drone. The math ain't mathin'? Yeah.
Harrigan is live from the Iran-Armenia border where Iranians are fleeing.
The first stray Yanks is in Israel.
Hold up. Somebody did the math for me. Thank you. Johnny B. 600,000 drones. Okay. I don't know. I'm thinking a lot. $6 billion in cash on a pallet. And then they're $50,000 each. That's a lot of drones. That's a lot of drones. 2,000 to 1 million. I don't know. That's a hell of a range.
With the latest on the ground. Good morning, Trey.
Lawrence, good morning. The Israelis say just last hour they launched a new wave of strikes against the Iranian regime, hitting new targets across the country of Iran. This comes as Iran's largest proxy in the region, Hezbollah, overnight got more directly involved in this war. According to an IDF official that I spoke with, more than 100 rockets were fired over the border into northern Israel. In a period of less than an hour, there were also a number of drones launched as well. Much of this incoming fire intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome, but there were some reports of injuries on the ground in northern Israel. A top spokesperson for the
Are you starting to understand now how important it is, or how important it was with the money that Biden and Obama gave back to Iran? Let's just say 100,000 drones. Let's just say 100,000 drones at $50K each. We need a Patriot missile at $5 million each to take out one. The math ain't mathin'. Somebody said that. I saw that in the chat. Somebody said Obama committed treason. So we got sleeper cells on the ground. We got a swarm of drones. That's a lot of effing drones. Yes. What would that do to Hawaii? Is that Pearl Harbor 2.0? Let's do this. Because if this comes to fruition, and by giving Iran that money, I want to know what you think here. Did Biden and Obama commit treason by giving them money? We got one. Let's go ahead and flush this one. Kung Fu to you. You're gone. Goodbye. See ya. Tell mommy to change your diaper. It's full because you're full of it. Trump has not been convicted, or there is zero evidence. Get a life, you freaking loser. Gosh, these people are waking up and God.
13 of the war with Iran and the impact on the global energy supply is spreading. We get the very latest from Bloomberg's Jumana Bersechi in Dubai.
What we're seeing is attacks taking place on the northern part of the Persian Gulf. So 2 tankers off the coast of Iraq. So this is way north of the Strait of Hormuz. Were set on fire this morning, reportedly ablaze. And then further south of the Strait of Hormuz, yesterday evening, the key port of Salalah in Oman was also struck. That's a fuel depot. And earlier, out of an abundance of caution, vessels were asked to evacuate the area. Another key export terminal in the region, Oman exports about 1 million barrels a day of oil through that port, and it is on the Gulf of Oman. It is not on the Strait of Hormuz.
Bloomberg Middle East Corp.
Had to grab a refill on the cup of coffee. That is 120,000 drones. 120,000. Let me see if I can find this. Let me try this. I want to see something. I think this might put it into perspective. Let's go here. So this stadium holds 100,000 people. Imagine every one of those people in that stadium is a drone with explosives. Think about it. And on the low end, I see Diarrhea Clown. If they cost $20,000, that's 300,000 drones. If every person in this image was a drone, does that scare you a little more? Does it make it a little more real? I don't even believe the drones need to have an explosive attached to it. If they just fly it into something, a little kamikaze style, now we're understanding what's going on? You better. Look at this.
Night shows 2 oil tankers on fire in the Persian Gulf, forcing Iraq to suspend oil operations. Local officials blaming Iran. Flames engulfing one of the tankers. At least 1 person was reportedly killed and dozens more rescued. Iran now escalating attacks on oil infrastructure across the Gulf. Video shows multiple oil silos on fire. And in Bahrain, officials blame Iran for attacking this oil facility. Prices rising overnight, oil now topping $100 per barrel. President Trump says the U.S. will now release 172 million barrels of oil from the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve. And an international coalition plans to release
Why do you think California is getting rid of refineries right now? They had 8 years ago. Now they're down to 2. Is it starting to make sense? Is it tying the room together right now? These people are all working against us. And I'm going to show you another guy that's working against us. John Thune working overtime to see that Trump loses the midterms. Save America Act has never passed despite 84% of approval. There's a clip here I want to show you. How happy does he look right there? Old John Thune's looking pretty happy with him. What a nice little smile. Yeah, I hate America.
Leader Thune, do you run a risk of being on the wrong side of President Trump in your resistance to do this talking filibuster, tying the Senate in knots for weeks?
We don't have the votes either to proceed, get on a talking filibuster, nor to sustain one if we got on it. But that is just a function of math. And there isn't anything I can do about that. I mean, I understand the president's got a passion to see this issue addressed, as we all do.
Does he understand that, though?
Well, we've conveyed that to him, but we will continue to make that argument because I think it's important that everybody understand that this really is it's about the votes, it's about the math. And I'm for better or worse, I'm the one who has to be the clear-eyed realist about what we can achieve here.
He's the clear-eyed realist. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there is somebody in the chat named Diarrhea Clown, and I think that's a good name. I really think it's a good name. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, coming from military background, seeing real threats, this is a real threat. And could you imagine where we would be if Kamala was in office? Could you imagine where we would be if Biden had not stepped down and did some funny business and stayed in? Could you imagine 8 straight years of Biden? All the retards just run together. It's just, whack-a-tard is what this is. Biden stepped down. Kamala runs, loses. But the real question is, if Biden would have stayed in and been there for 8 years. Speaking of Biden, anybody heard anything about this cancer that he's got? Remember the cancer that caused him to step down? Did he cure it? Did Joe Biden cure it? Did him and Corn Pop cure cancer? Because I haven't heard a damn thing about old Biden's cancer diagnosis. Nothing. It's a weird one, isn't it? Was it all planned? I think it was all planned. I really believe this. We have been hornswoggled is a word that I'll use today. This is a Biden staffer discussing, just don't have any coffee in your mouth when you're going to spit it out your nose.
Do you think it should be a crime to enter the country illegally?
I don't know anything about this. I'm here to talk about budgets with the budget.
You don't have to, look, I'm not a lawyer. You don't have to be a lawyer. It's a simple question. Should it be a crime? I'll say it slowly. Should it be a crime to enter the United States of America illegally?
I don't know
without
anything
permission.
about this.
Do you have a home?
I run.
Do you have a place that you sleep in?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Should it be a crime for people to enter your home without permission?
Yes.
You're pretty certain on that one?
Yes.
Okay, but you're not sure if it's okay to enter America without permission, which is our home, by the way. You don't know about America. Okay, gotcha. All right, so this is the best the Democrats can come up with, Mr. Chairman. I hope the ranking member can listen for just a second, if you don't mind. This is the best witnesses you've got. A guy who can't distinguish whether it's okay to have people enter our country illegally.
This is amazing. I'm sure this little fruit cup was in charge of something to do with national security. I'm sure he was in charge of something to do with national security. My blood pressure is rising quickly.
Treasury Department buy oil futures as a means to keep the oil prices down or bring the oil
We're going to be
prices
in
down.
very good shape. You see what's happening. They are pretty much at the end of the line. Doesn't mean we're going to end it immediately, but they are. They've got no Navy. They've got no Air Force. They've got no anti-air traffic, anything. They have no systems of control. We're just riding free range over that country. And now we're going to look very strongly at the Straits. The Straits are in great shape. We've knocked out all of their boats. They have some missiles, but not very many. I think we're in very good shape.
The volume's low. He's on the airport tarmac. Good luck. But what you're seeing right now, more stuff out of Iran, more explosions. They're attacking everywhere. This is footage from Dubai's. They're attacking every neighbor and every ally that they possibly had. I mean, these are people that were their allies, and now they're attacking them. It doesn't make sense to me why they would do this. They're releasing a lot of this like crazy AI generated footage. It's got a lot of people confused. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people are worried. You don't know what the hell's real. But then the Democrats come out with this one. They really have outdone themselves now, trying to blame the Secretary of War because some military troops had steak and lobster. I don't want to tell you how much steak and lobster we ate on a submarine. Charlie, you're a brother of the Finn. We had steak and lobster 3 days a week. The other days we had lobster Benedict eggs every morning for breakfast.
He has spent $15 million in 1 month for ribeye steak, $6.9 million for lobster tail, $225 million for furniture. He spent more in the month of September than most countries on earth spend in their defense.
Paul, do you believe
all
that, do you
for
believe,
himself? Lobster tails?
Do you believe
while our troops are eating MREs?
No. Do you believe the Secretary of Defense is personally eating all the lobster?
Well, he
It's
can't
for
eat
the
16.
troops.
Oh, really? The troops are getting lobster.
I tell you what else the military is spending money on. We're putting dollars in this guy's, probably his wife's butt. That's probably where the dollars are going, because this guy, if he's this dumb, I guarantee you he's married to a stripper. And I would assume his daughter's probably showing her butthole on TV.
Frequently.
Brothers Defect has steak and lobster.
Good.
How's your steak and lobster? All right. Damn, you're decent. How's yours? I'm ready for war. We're going to war.
Theater.
My God.
Troops who are going to war.
Oh, my God.
Great meal. You know that.
They're
You
getting
know
lobster.
that.
You are so
You're gonna
full of
get
it.
killed over this.
You are
You're
so
going to get killed
full of
over
it.
this. Internet, do something.
I might have to double it.
I love it. Those guys deserve every damn thing they get. Every damn thing they get. They're defending your right to hate America, you piece of crap. Go to hell, loser. Go here. Trump just announced an endorsement for Brandon Herrera. This is a huge, huge opportunity to reclaim West Texas. Massive. Today, I'm endorsing America First Patriot Brandon Herrera is running to represent the wonderful people of Texas. I've been in contact with Brandon's team to get him on the show. I thought it was going to happen this morning. Some stuff come up. Brandon's strongly supported by many highly respected MAGA warriors in Texas. We're going to need some damn warriors, some real battle-tested warriors with firearms. He'll work tirelessly to advance our Make America Great Again agenda. Brandon will fight hard to show that grow the economy, cut taxes, regulations, advances made in the USA, unleash American energy, safeguard our elections, champion school choice, and probably put down a PDF because the guy packs heat. I love it. I'm glad. We need more people like this. Look at that. Tell me we're not living in the movie Idiocracy. You got to love this guy. I think he's gay. He's like a gay icon. Trying to be Brandon Herrera. You got to love it. The Democrats' heads are melting down. I don't know if we have any like military experts in the chat. This is an explosion that happened in Iran. And I believe this is a Moab. I believe we just saw a Moab explosion right here. I'm going to move myself over here because I think this is actual footage of a Moab. Check this out. Is that a Moab? Is that, I mean, it's in that mountainous region where they've probably, I mean, somebody said that's a James Carville meltdown. That's good. That's good. I don't know what that is. Somebody says this is a Georgia meth lab, a Georgia trailer park. Oh, gosh. Joe Dirt cooking meth. No, that's a serious explosion. I'm not an expert. I don't know what the hell that is, but I would like to know. I would love to know what that is because I want more of those to happen against them. Reminds me of the military object. Yes. Wow, that's a loud boom. I want to see more of that in Iran for damn sure. Let's go here. I want to see what we've got. Let's see what updates they've got. It looked like a meth lab. Oh gosh, that's too funny. The chat is on fire. You guys are the best. I didn't even know we had people jailed in Iran. Wow. Let's go here. I want to see what else we've got. Some breaking news coming out here. The global entry restarts, easing travel pain as TSA faces shortages. Oil prices spike as Iran targets Gulf neighbors. U.S. faulted in Iran school strike initial Pentagon review report. I know this is going to sound horrible. You know what? I don't care if I sound horrible right now. I really don't. The Democrat Party for too long has wanted to get rid of kids. But now suddenly they care about kids at a school in Iran. But they didn't care about the 30,000 people that were killed in Iran by their own country. They don't care about that. They do not. You know it as good as I do. The school, what do you call it? We'll call it narrative. We'll call it the narrative. I don't know if that's real or not. Let me show you this. There could be some foul language here. I don't know. If there is, I think we're adults. You'll probably be able to deal with it. If you can't, look away. You can do earmuffs right now if you want. This is Dan Holloway. Dan's a retired, I think he's an Army veteran. I don't know if he retired. I know he's an Army veteran. I think he might be retired. Listen to what he says about this. He's seen some real combat.
The entire story about us blowing up a school is bullshit. It's just not true.
What I told my wife, because we were watching the same 60 Minutes piece, was typically they hide missiles underneath these schools and churches and hospitals. If they did hit the school, was that the intention?
They didn't.
You're positive they did not hit a school?
I mean, anything is possible, but the story that we've been fed by the American media, including the American media, and the one that Mehdi Hassan believes and Chris Hayes believes and Dave Smith believes and Tucker Carlson believes and all these other idiots, is just not true. They're saying that it was a Tomahawk missile that hit a school in Iran, and it was not.
Okay, what was it?
Not. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a Tomahawk. Some people who are in that industry have taken a pretty close look at this stuff, used AI to do math, like measure the parts of the ordnance and stuff like that. The trajectory, the angle is wrong. The weapon in question is dropping at too steep an angle. The purpose of a Tomahawk missile is that it travels at 50 to 100 meters AGL, above ground level.
Okay.
And it below radar, so it can't be hit with anti-air stuff. It does have the potential to, on the last approach, go up and then come back down for a top-down strike. For this kind of target, that would be unnecessary, so we wouldn't do it. The story was, oh, it looks like a Tomahawk. It must be America. That's what all the American media needed to run with that story, and it's just false. It's not true. It leads people like Mehdi Hassan and Chris Hayes to say we're like Nazis, and Dave Smith to say we're terrorists. Like, shut the fuck up.
I'm not taking political advice from comedians ever. I know some people might have. I'm not doing that. I'm going to check my notes. Nope, not taking advice from those, from comedians. just not happening anymore. But some people will. Some people will take advice from Dave Smith and some of these other clowns, and I'm not playing the game. Let's go here. I've got some other stuff going on. This is a good one. I'm going to save this to the end just to see. Here we go. And I don't know if any of you have seen this clip.
Well,
but this is exactly what we need to see right now. We need to see more people speaking out about the liberal news media. Sadly, they won't. This is Adam Carolla.
well, so fuck Katie Couric, by the way. I will say, you know why? Because fuck all these newscasters, because their whole thing, think about this. Just do the math, everybody. They're all fair and balanced, right down the middle, just calling balls and strikes. I don't bring my own politics in anything. The second they retire from whatever news outlet they work for, they're all hard lefties.
Well, most of them were hard lefties before.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're hard lefties who are trying to pass themselves out as just people calling balls and strikes. No, you're fucking not. That's the problem with the legacy media. And then the second they get out, it's all about trans people. Like her number one.
Yeah. He's right. As soon as people leave the news media, as soon as Tucker Carlson left Fox, radical lefty. Megyn Kelly leaves, radical lefty. Candace Owens leaves the Daily Wire, radical lefty. As soon as they make their money, they build their brand, radical lefty. Some of your favorite YouTubers, they've built a brand. Now they're going to get paid to go speak at CPAC, radical lefty. Hate America. Nobody will address the fact that Steve Bannon got 2,000 emails from, or traded 2,000 emails with, Epstein. Okay. Nobody will talk about the amount of flip-flops that certain YouTubers that use a lot of hair gel have made. More flip-flops than Gandhi. Okay? That's what's happened right now. That's a damn problem in America. We're seeing too many people that just can't stay consistent. I'll just say it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that you can't trust some of these people. Are they paid to leave? You're probably right. Imagine hating a country that has protected you and made you millions. I do not like Steve Bannon. He's creepy. 2,000 emails with Jeffrey Epstein, that will classify you as creepy. I completely agree with you. And it's a damn weird move that some of your favorite channels will not call this guy out. Where's Jack Posobiec telling everybody to pray the rosary while he, Benny had Rand Paul on yesterday? I don't want to talk about Benny. I'm not going to go there. You know my opinion. Okay? You know my opinion. And I'm happy to give it to you again. Join the channel as a member. Get into the Discord. We've got a great group of people there. It's 10 cents a day is all it costs to be a member there. We trade all kinds of stuff all the time. Let me go ahead and delete some messages here. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Love to talk to you. Give me a call. Let me know what you're thinking. You want to join the channel, there's a little tab right up there. You can scan that with your phone. A lot of people are watching on their TVs, and it's easy to do that. I'm not going to go after some of these people that I have before. It's not effective. It divides. I don't really care anymore. Let's kick it off right here. Ed, Poplar Bluff. What you got, Ed?
Hey, Ben. Hey, I love you, buddy. Love your show. But I just want to tell you that Donald Trump is going to prevail, and these libertarians and Democrats, they're scared to death, and they know that they're going to lose the midterms. We are going to win.
Let's hope so, Ed.
Win.
Let's keep praying. You take care, brother. God bless you. God bless you. speaking of praying, I want to say, I want to give you a peek into my life real quick. Let's go Troll under the bridge. What you got, Troll?
Oh man, I'm so happy that our tax money is going to giving these troops lobsters and steaks and other great food to get their morale up. I'd rather have our troops get these than those lazy ass EBT abusers.
Let me ask you this, Troll.
Troll.
Why suddenly Democrats are worried about steak and lobster, but they're not worried about all the Somalians with $4,000 worth of EBT eating steak and lobsters? They're not worried about that, are they?
No, I think they're trying to distract from that because I think they're getting money kickbacks from all the Somalian fraud that's going on.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. You know it as good as I do, man. You know it as good as I do. Troll,
and that's on both sides.
I agree, man. It's really ironic that the Democrat Party will go after men and women in uniform when it's convenient. And then whenever they can incite something like the seditious six, they'll support that, right? Troll, thank you for calling. Yeah. God bless you. I want to find here. I'm gonna play something here real quick, and I've got to find something here. Oh, that's a weird one. Tommy, Guitar Man, what you got?
Benjamin, it's too much. God, you're so cool. I got it, and it's on the way.
No problem, buddy. I really appreciate you.
Hey, man, that was really too much, brother, but thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry for the delay. It's on the way. Sent number to email.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. You're a good man, Tommy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the help.
But
and
you
I will make
certainly
sure
are,
that
man.
that goes to a veteran, a disabled
Please.
veteran that could use that. Okay. Tommy sent
Please. It's
Tommy
a nice
sent in
one.
a guitar, a lot of the money from memberships and stuff like that on my channel. I try to help some veterans. We're sending some Bibles out. We're sending some
I
guitars.
love you guys.
Take care, buddy.
Thanks
Be
for the
good.
prayers.
Tommy, be good. Let me play this clip here. I want to play this while I've got to grab something. It's sitting on my kitchen table, and I want to show you this. If this will play. It's the Hill, so it's probably. Let's grab that.
Threat to American lives of potentially deploying our sons and daughters on the ground in Iran. We seem to be on a path toward deploying American troops on the ground in Iran.
Let's grab that call. There we go. Mark, Pittsburgh, what you got?
Hey, Ben, how you doing? Hey, I was following those drones you were talking about.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty ironic that the drones that the Iranians are using, that we're using against the Iranians, we got them off the Ukrainian field, shot down, and we reverse engineered those things, right? Okay? Now we're shooting them against them. But we do have some technology, because you're in the Navy, so maybe it's unclassified now, but it's like a refrigerator that sits all sides of the on sides of the aircraft or ship maybe, and it shoots out microwaves. And what it does, it kills it's like the last chance for defense, and it shoots down those drones in the air, and it just plops them right in the water. Now, how do we put them around our country? That's another question. But the
I think it's too
technology out
late.
there is, we do have it.
Yeah, I think it's too late. I really do. Thank you for
Yeah.
calling, Mark. I appreciate you. God
All right,
bless you.
brother.
I want to share something with you here real quick. So when I woke up this morning, and I always leave my keys on the kitchen table and my wallet and stuff like that. And I want to show you what my Bible was opened up to on the kitchen table. And I'm going to tell you who did that. So my Bible was opened up on my kitchen table, and I'll show you. And I'll say this, my wife did this. This was opened up on the kitchen table right here to this page. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1. Though I speak with tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or tinkling crystal. This whole chapter is about love. You see that? This is one of those large print Bibles, so I can actually read it without my glasses on. And it was really nice to just wake up and see that sitting on the kitchen table. Though I speak with the tongues of men and angels, but have not love, I've become sounding brass or clanging cymbal. Gift of prophecy, understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have faith, so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. It was so nice to wake up to that little bit of scripture on my kitchen table. I don't know if you've got somebody in your life that does stuff like that, but find one. Find somebody that does that. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free to call in. Love to talk to you, even the trolls. And trolls, that might be the only Bible scripture you've ever seen in your life, but maybe it'll help you. Maybe it will help you. Truth seeker, you're visible. I have no idea. No idea. If you're not visible, it's your own fault. That's my guess. It's too late for that. Yeah, you might be right about some of these people. You very well could be right about some people that will never be happy. They will never find what they should be looking for. This whole thing with the drones is real. This is real. If you don't think so, you don't think that this is coming to us, rethink your life. This is not AI. And they've got thousands of these damn things. They're cheap. They're cheap and easy to make. Guys, gals, girls, it's the Ben Dykes Show. I appreciate you. Y'all take care. I'm on my